guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a sit down video. I asked you on Instagram if you had any questions about university, Freshers Week, all things university life, and you said yes, and there were tons of questions that have come in. Squeaking, it sounds like I'm trumping every minute. That wasn't me.
He's got bowel issues.
So there's a ton of questions here on my phone. I'm going to answer them now. Also, how is this quality? Because I have a new phone and I'm giving this a try instead of filming on the camera, and I think it's pretty good. I'm actually currently isolating. Yay! Anyway, let's begin with the first question. I'm going to dive in because this one, I like this question. If you started uni again from day one, what would you do differently? Now, I personally know that you can't turn your feelings on and off. So at the time, this has probably been something I didn't want to hear. But looking back, I was very, very homesick in first year. And I think if I'd have tried a little bit harder to not let those feelings affect the year, like looking back, I'm like, God, I kind of wasted like that first term and a half. I just wish I'd have gone out into York City Centre because we just hadn't even visited the centre. And I wish I'd have gone and done different things and met more people, and instead of just being sad in my room. But obviously now I'm like not homesick, I'm enjoying uni and I'm enjoying the city of York so much. So yeah, I'd say that's something I would do differently, but it's probably a lot easier said than done. What would you have done differently?
Maybe I don't know, I would have done something different before uni. I would have kept a sport up so then I had something to do at uni.
Get into something, pick a sport, pick a hobby and join that society straight away, Freshers Week, and you'll meet people straight away with a common interest. Best bars in York. We're still uncovering new bars every flipping day. We haven't been to this one yet, but I feel like it's going to be one of our favourites. It's a rooftop bar and it looks over the Minster and the sunset views look insane. We're very excited to go. I will put it on Instagram or something for you to see. What's that one called?
Dunno.
Oh mate, we do know. We do. Maison? You made that up. So no one can find it. But at the moment, favourite bar, Lucia, I would say. Classic. Constantine White Girl.
Just sitting on the river.
Sitting on the river with a drink. You don't even need a bar here in York. You can sit on the river in the sun with a drink.
But we're doing our first bottomless brunch, so we'll have to let them know how that is.
Oh yeah, I am also vlogging our first bottomless brunch, which is on Monday. So you can check out and watch that soon. What's the best thing about Uni of York that other unis say don't have? We did speak about this the other day during isolation, and we both think that York is actually really good at mental health support. Yeah, student well-being, like especially, I mean, I'm sure it's similar for other departments, but in the biology department, we constantly, like, I'm not even joking, like 3 times a week get emails asking how we are, to fill out like surveys, like helpful tips. Like this head of biology always reaches out and says, email me if you need help, contact these people, blah blah blah, and it's so helpful. Like I really do think that is a nice support network here at York, so I think that's probably something York does better than a lot of unis.
So many like project things as well, like those student buddy sticks.
Yeah, so many.
Like even I thought every uni had sticks for Freshers Week.
Yes,
like, most of my mates were just left to their own devices in the middle of London.
You need to be in the video if you're going to input so much. Another thing that York do that other unis don't is they have sticks in Freshers Week, which are people.
That's the best thing. Yeah,
it is a great thing. So it's second and third year contacts that you literally like meet in Freshers Week, and they take you round nights out, they give you tours of the campus, to take you to your welcome talk, and it's just nice knowing that someone there knows where they're going and they take you around, because you don't know the city. Like majority of people like might not have even been to York before, but other unis don't have that. You just left to fend for yourselves in Freshers Week, so I think that's a really nice thing about the uni too.
Yeah, and then you can like after Freshers Week you can text them and stuff, and like it's like a familiar face. Like I still say hi to mine and stuff. Yeah,
on nights out you bump into them and you still say hi. It's really nice. Are there many job opportunities around the uni or shops in the town? So there's tons of shops, and we actually recently have been seeing a lot of like we are recruiting signs. So definitely around town there's loads of places you can get jobs, but within the uni, like I've worked for them myself. I've had a summer 12-week full-time like internship, which was amazing. There's loads of opportunities like that within the uni, and then you can also like be an e-mentor where you get paid to like help students come into York. What else have I done? I've done like student blogs, student vlogs, writing letters to students that want to come to York, like all of this kind of thing. You get paid like £8 an hour, maybe £7 an hour. There's tons of stuff that way, like social media kind of aspect. But then there's also a student job fair, and I don't know if that's in Freshers Week, but you'll just have to look out for it. But that is an opportunity as well. You can obviously work on campus bars, you can clean, loads of internships, like there's tons of opportunities, you just gotta look out for them. I've filmed Uni of York and I want to know your thoughts on private accommodation. So I take it this is like the off-campus accommodation. So I've never actually been to any of like the private accommodations that are within the city centre, but like from looking in, they do look really like clean, nice, modern. Yeah, it is basically like a fancy hotel, and it's got a little like meeting spot for where you can, I'm guessing, like meet up with whoever's living in your block. I don't know much about that, but if you wanted to find out a little bit more about private accommodation, maybe Google Student Castle, because that's one of them in York. How many times a week do you get sloshed? In Freshers Week is every night, but as a first year we definitely were like Wednesday, Friday, like solid, because Wednesday night is your society social night. You can go and they have like themes like cops and robbers or something like that, and then Friday night was just like everyone went out on a Friday night. Now obviously without clubs it's more like bar crawls and drinks nights and sitting at the river and getting drunk.
It's just spontaneous.
It's very spontaneous at the moment, so I wouldn't say there is a schedule, but it's definitely a few. Do I wait to find my roommates before booking freshers tickets or book now while they're cheap? I recommend booking now because I just think the majority of your flat will definitely be going to the freshers events, so you definitely want to be involved, and why not get them while they're cheap? Yeah. Any advice for an international student? I don't really know tons on this, but the uni website has tons of information, lots of top tips, and also you can read the student blogs which have actually been written by international students, and they'll have a lot more of an idea than I do. So just type into the Uni of York website international students and I'm sure you'll be able to get some more information. Yeah, there's also societies for different countries, so you can meet people that have come from the same place as you. Is it fun to live on campus accommodation? I definitely recommend this rather than private sector sort of stuff. I just think it's a great atmosphere, it's a buzz, you're surrounded by students, and it's just the best way to meet people, I think. And especially as a fresher, it's really nice being surrounded by other freshers because they're all going through the same thing. Which is the best college to party? I mean all of the colleges, like everyone has a party, like everyone is out. There's not a boring college in my opinion. Like I think the stereotype is that Alcuin's the quietest, but we've got friends in Alcuin and they are not quiet. Emma. But probably stereotypically it's probably like James or Derwent.
Yeah, but I think we had a positive for our college mate, because
Constantine. I just never thought it would be, but it was.
I think we actually had the most sociable in terms of the like layout, because we had the kitchen with the sofa, TV. Like they didn't have a TV.
Yeah, I think
in other ways ours was up there.
Next question is, how was the jump from first year to second year? Okay, so this is quite hard because for us our first year was just, I mean, we didn't have the end of year exams. And we all went home from like the second term. So going from that to second year, I think was quite a jump because we've been like ambushed with a lot of assessments, a ton of content and exams but they are online. So quite a big jump, but probably having experienced the end of year exams, it would have felt less like overwhelming. Next question, will you be a stick for Constantine this September? I'm going to York and I'm so excited. Yes, me and Lucy are both, I'm actually well excited. Wait, have we been picked yet?
No.
We've applied to be sticks. We don't know if we're actually going to be sticks, but how sick is that going to be?
Yeah, it's sick.
It's going to be great fun. So hopefully we get a viewer. That would be cool in a flat. That would be really nice. But yeah, hopefully you'll see us around in Constantine in September. And hopefully clubs will be open, we can actually have a freshers week again. Do you know what job you want to do after uni, and does your course help you with that? This is a very good question. I don't really know, the other day I was waiting for an appointment and I got bored, so I went online and I was looking at jobs from biomed, and I actually saw a really interesting job. Like, it's just so random though, because this job probably won't even be available when I finish my course, but it was with Metropolitan Police, and it was like, I don't really know. I think it was in communications, but you also work in the lab to like look at crime scene DNA and that kind of thing. That sounds cool. And then I do love this whole social media-y stuff. I kind of want to do something like NHS communications or project managing or something. Working with people, definitely. But yeah, Like, I've just given about a million different jobs. I actually have no exact idea, but I'm gonna find something. You also have meetings, so I've got a supervisor meeting on Monday about my like future career plan and stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely support, and you can always organise a academic, what's it called? You can organise a careers meeting on Zoom or in person if you're COVID free. Is Freshers more than just clubbing? Definitely. Like, Freshers Week there's events in the day, so there was like sport fairs. The Freshers Fair is really cool. You get loads of freebies.
Dominoes.
You get lots of free, like, you get free pizza on campus. There's so much going on. But is Freshers Week more than just clubbing? Yeah, it's about joining the societies, meeting friends, looking around York, seeing the campus. There's non-clubbing events on, so you get like a weekly plan of what your Freshers Week's going to look like. And I remember there being like a games night choice, or you could go clubbing. There was like cocktail night in the college, or you could go clubbing. So there's like 2 options, I think, pretty much every night. I feel like it's too hard to leave home and that I'm still young to live alone. Thoughts. I do really get you. It does feel crazy that you are, you know, you might have just turned 18 and you're literally going to go and live and cook for yourself and all that kind of thing. But you've got to remember everyone is in the same boat, and this is like what everyone pretty much does in life. And you're not alone, because once you get there and you meet friends, it is a great experience, and you can go through it together, and you can make cooking mistakes together and have a laugh and learn together what it's like to live alone. I know that it's probably a big step out of comfort zone for a lot of people, but I just think if you push it, you will have such a great experience in the end. I personally wasn't nervous at first. When I got there, I did struggle to like live alone. But if you just push through, honestly, you will make it worth it. It will be worth it. And there's so much support at York, especially if you're at York, but I'm sure other unis as well offer a lot of support on this. So always look for that support as well if you need it. How did you meet Lucy? Lucy was in the same college as me, and she also is on the same course as me, so she stalked me, found where I was going, what I was doing. No, but I basically messaged, like, I think I messaged the biomed chat or constantly, I don't know. Yeah, I messaged the group chat and I was like, is anyone walking to biomed? And Lucy said, I think you ignored me, and then you said yes, and then we went on a date, and now we're together. Yeah. Okay, bye now. Okay, is uni less work than A-level? I mean, not less work, like there's lots and lots of content, but I would say like first year was definitely less pressure, absolutely, because it does not count. Like, I kind of did really bad in my exams in first year, but I'm doing all right now, so it doesn't count. So I'd say less pressure at first, but now we've got into second year, probably like similar extent to A-levels. Like the exams this year were just so hard, there's so much content, and there's like more exams than A-levels, so I'm not gonna lie. I was told at first, uni's nothing compared to A-levels, A-levels are harder, and I'm not sure I agree now. One assumption is it's difficult to get alone time at uni. Yeah, especially if you live with like, I'm joking. When Lucy showers, I get some alone time. I definitely had like lots of alone time, like when I wanted to. You know, you can always just go and sit in the kitchen if you don't want to be on your own, and you can chat to everyone that comes in, makes tea or whatever, but also, it's quite nice sometimes to just go up to your room and watch a film on your own, and everyone gets that time because everyone kind of wants it at some point. Another assumption is that it's really hard to stay on top of your work because of everything else going on in life. I think at uni, you do tend to get like lots of plans, there's lots going on, but you just gotta like separate it nicely. Give yourself lots of time to go and play, but maybe allocate some time weekly to get all your work done so you stay on top, because I think it does get quite stressful when you get behind. Another assumption is that eating healthily and cooking every day is really difficult. At first, I was not a fan of cooking because I was like, I just want my mum to cook me a meal from home, but now I absolutely love cooking, and it's quite exciting. And it's really satisfying to cook something and then eat it and be like, wow, I made this and it tastes really good. And I also think we've managed the healthy eating really well. Like, we cook healthy meals like sweet potato curry. Kitchens are always messy. This is another assumption. Yeah. Like, at the moment, I'm only living with 5 people and the kitchen is always messy. But we all kind of tidy. We all chip into tidying. Sometimes we're like, right guys, it's too far, it's gone too far. We need to allocate Saturday morning to tidy the kitchen. And then it looks nice for about an hour and then it goes messy again. But it's just part of uni life. I just think everyone's come from a different household. Like, people tidy up different and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, It does get a little bit messy, but it's okay. What do you think uni will be like this September? Well, hopefully it's going to be a lot better than last year's September, and I do feel for the freshers of last year, well, this year, but hopefully clubs will be open. But I do think also unis now have like lots of ideas for if COVID does ruin freshers again, so hopefully it will be good. Is it hard to maintain a relationship when you're at different universities? I think it's just different, isn't it? It's getting used to a change. Like at first I did struggle a lot with being far from Morgan, and it's not even far. Like it was 2 hours, but compared to 20 minutes when we were both at home, it is a big change. But I just do think it's really doable to maintain if you're both willing to put in the effort. I just do think it's really doable, and I know a lot of people as well that have stayed together through uni. One of my top tips for what am I doing with my hands? One of my top tips for maintaining a relationship is to make plans and look forward to stuff, because that definitely got me through. I'd be like counting down, oh, we're going to a bar on this day, or we've booked a spa day on this day, and it's just nice to do that and make the plan. I'm also willing to do a video on that if you want some top tips. Me and Morgan could do that actually. So let me know if you want like a long distance relationship tip video. Does your course do any form of work placements or internships? Yes. So you have the opportunity to go and do a year abroad. You can study in a different country for a year and then come back to York and finish your course. Or you can do like work placement, so you can apply to lots of different companies, do a year and work with them. I'm pretty sure you earn money at that point as well, and then come back and finish your course. And there's also like summer internships, so there's lots and lots of opportunities there. And the final question is, how is the social life at uni now because of COVID? I just think you make it as good as you can. Like, we have still had a great time despite COVID. We recently had like a bit of a garden party because the rules allowed 30 in the garden, and that was so nice to get like a bigger group together. It's just been nice. I'm actually like enjoying going to bars instead of clubs at the moment, because you just chat more and I don't know, you see a bit more of like York and stuff. But I'm excited for everything to open back up again. Yeah, it hasn't actually been as bad as I thought COVID would make the social time. So I think I've just answered all the questions. This video is quite long, but I quite like that. I really hope that it's been helpful and you've enjoyed it. And if you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. I could answer them in my next uni vlog. Stay tuned for some more videos. We have lots coming now that my exams are done. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye!